I asked people to recommend me books they didn't like, and now I'm reading them. Book 13 in the Another Man's Trash Reading Challenge is All the Colors of the Dark, and I read 200 pages today, which puts me about 40% of the way through the book. I have conflicting feelings about this. It's weird because it's a character-driven book, right? But the main thread of the plot is set against the backdrop of true crime. And with that comes expectations, right? You expect twists and turns and fast pace and sharp. And this is not those things. This is none of those things, actually. This is meandering and dramatic and wholly focused on the characters. It really is a character study done through the lens of trauma and the aftermath of something devastating, which kind of relegates the crime piece of it to the back seat in a weird way. So I can see why people say you need a lot of patience to get through this, and why people say that there is a high requirement for suspension of disbelief to stay in the story. I get it now. I can also see why people say the middle 50% of this book is long. I'm not even halfway through and the book is long, but I think I am going to finish it, and here's why. I have no idea where the fuck this is going. Zero clue at all. Because there seem to have been some answers and some justice, and I'm sure that not everything is as it seems, and I'm sure that there's another layer to the story. But, clearly there is something that I have missed to warrant another 332 pages, or maybe there isn't and the book is just long. I have no idea, but I must know. So that's where we're at on that. The other thing that's keeping me going is the fact that some of these chapters are so short that it gives me instant gratification as I turn the pages. I feel like I'm making a lot more progress than I actually am. That is helping me keep the momentum up. I don't know that I would be able to do it if the chapters in this book were long. So I think that the way that it is structured and the writing style in general are both working in this story's favor at the moment. Even if the writing style itself does err on the side of a little heavy-handed and descriptive at times. I would not, though, go so far as to say that I like it, and I fear that we're about to have another An Abundance of Catherines moment on our hands, where I loved the book, but I didn't like it and I couldn't explain why. But there's still 332 pages left, so who knows? Maybe I'll change my mind.